Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. My name is Lakule, and I'll be showing you how to set up HR reminders for employee birthdays, probation period, and the likes, so you don't have to constantly remind yourself about them. This is useful, especially in cases where you or your company don't use any HRIS softwares, right? So you can just use Google Sheets to set up the reminders, and that is what I'll be showing you today. What you would need is a dedicated HR Gmail account, right? Either Gmail is your email service provider, or you create one like your company name hr@gmail.com. You need to have basic knowledge of Google Sheets and formulas, employee data, date of births, leaves, and all that. You need to install an in-app reminders extension, right? The receiving HR company email, and then about 5 minutes of your time. Okay, let's get right into it. So what I've created here is a dummy employee data, right? We have the first name, last name, date of birth, employment start date. As you can see, it's also on Google Sheets. I would recommend you put wherever it is that you're storing your employee data from. I recommend you have it on you put it on Google Sheets. If you have it on from a Google form, it is easier to just add the data from your Google form. You just go to export to Google Sheets, right? So, but make sure that the most important for this to work, the most important things you need are the date of birth, the employee start date, the first name, last name, and all that. So now you need to go ahead to create a different sheet, a new sheet, a HR reminder sheet. So this is where it will pick the date of birth. This is where the reminders will be set. The birthday reminders will be set. The probation as well will be set. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. So once you create these new sheets, we would need to also take in the corresponding data, right? So we need to reference the first name. This won't be touched. This is where the main data is from. It's like the main database. So nothing is being touched here. We will just be taking information from that one. So we'll reference the first name. So come into the cell, click equals to, come into your data sets, and then you select the data where you want the data to be. So you select the first name, you take that, you drag it down to copy all the employee information. Do it for the second one, do it for your last name, the employee last name, do that as well, you drag it down. So now for the date of birth, you take the date of birth, um, the same reference and equals to, and go and highlight the date of birth, press enter, and you drag it down. Now we have the first name, last name, and the date of birth. So this way we can know which of the employee date is being referenced. So now this is where the reminder comes in. As you can see, this the date of birth are in the years are in the actual years 1995, 1998. So what we want to do is we want to bring it to the current year that we're in, which is 2025, but it automatically updates. If it's 2026, it will automatically update. So we need to put in a formula to do that. So let me quickly get the formula. All right. So now we have the formula. I'll type out this formula for you to be able to copy it very well. So this is the formula to be able to get the current year. So we have the date, the year, which is today, the year for the current date that we're in, the month, and the day. So when you type in the formula and referencing the date of birth, you click enter, and then there you have it. I think this would be the 1st of January. This will be the 7th of January or so. Once you have the date of birth, right? So it might be the month before the day or the day before the month. Either ways, we it's about the year that we really need to get. So once we have that, you can just click the drop down, and then there you have it. Here you have the date of birth already updated with the current year. The formula automatically is auto filled in. So now we need to install the extension. So to install the extension, the reminder extension on Google Sheets, you need to go to your extension, go to add-ons, get add-ons. Okay, so once it opens, you click on search apps. It's searching reminders. You see add reminders. You click on this one, the one with the purple, click on one, click on install. All right, so it's installing. All right, so it's done installing it. Now I want to set the reminders for the birthdays. When do I want to receive the reminder for an employee's birthday? Great. So I would alight. Okay. Yeah, I'll come over here, right? But if I want to actually start it up, I'll go to extensions, see add reminders, set up edit reminders. Now I will go over here, click on add new reminder. So the deadline column, of course, is the birthday reminders, which is the deadline column, right? Set reminders to, let's say I want to get the reminder a day before the employee's birthday. So I get that a day before the employee's birthday, 1 days before. It's notify me, of course. It will notify the actual email, that means the Gmail. But now, if you also want to notify your company email, then you can type it in. You can type in company email at like gtb.com. Let's say if the company gtb.com. So if your email is gtb.com, so you type that and then notify the phone address it, so it sends the reminder to that email, right? Once you're done, that's all. Personalize the email sent. Maybe you want to add additional information in there, you can add that there, but generally it's not necessarily needed. Once you've set the deadline column and the reminders, the time zone, you just click on done, and that's it. So I'm going to set an example. I'm going to use an example so that you can see how it works. I'm going to change the date here to today's date. All right, so I've changed this date of birth to today's date, April, the third of April. We're currently in 3rd of April, and the reminder will be, of course, the 3rd of April, 2025. So I will share when the reminder comes in via mail, so that you can have an idea of how it works. For the employee dates, right? You do the same thing for the employee dates. You pick the employee resumption date. If you want to maybe set reminders for probation, maybe 6-month probation. So you go to the dominator as well, click on the employee date, click on enter, right? Right, to drop down. Now, the same date formula that you have here, you just copy it and you paste it and drop down. So this is how it looks like. Reminder for HR reminders, first name, last name, right? And yeah, you just get the reminder this is, this person's birthday is coming soon on the 1st, which is today actually. So the reminder was a day before, but since it's today, it will definitely send the reminder. This just gives you an idea of how it works. You get these reminders a day before the birthdays. All right, all right. So for the probation, we get the employment date, that's the resumption date, and also the probation end date. For companies that have maybe 6-month probation, 3-month probation, you can, if your company is a 3-month probation, you can set another reminder. Say your company's policy, you have a 6 months probation, so you will not take the probation end date, right? You will highlight probation end date, go to add another reminder, the deadline column, which is probation end date. You want the reminder for before 6 months, right? Or after, I think after 6 months. Yeah, after 6 months, right? So again, you put in the email the email that would also receive the reminder, and then you set it. And that's about it. You definitely receive it in your mail, just as it did here. You get the reminder. You definitely receive it in your mail. You can set it up for guarantor checkup. You can set it up for leave. You can set it up for almost about anything. And this is an indication. Yeah, as you can see, this is an indication that the reminder has been set. So I think that's just it. That's as simple as it can be. And it's all said. You continue getting birthdays. If you want, this is just for 2025. If you want to update it for 2026, it's still the same thing. You just changing. It automatically updates itself anyways. And yeah, thank you very much. So this simple hack can help you stay ahead of reminders, employees' birthdays, events, stay episode of cover, especially when you can't you or your company can't afford HRIS platforms or HR software in general. You help you be more efficient with your work, and you'll be surprised how easy things are. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Lakun Adebayo. Um, have a great day. If you find this very helpful, please do let me know in the comment section, or just generally, just let me know if there's anything else you'd like for me to do for you as well. Thank you guys very much.